Bobcraft is dead. For 3 months now, Bobcraft has been suffering through its new age of rejection as a result of the terrible battle of the countries that shook Bobcraft to its core. Since the Steel Empire's glorious victory over the Wash Nation and Dishwasher's cowardly departure, Bobcraft has only had 1 to 2 active players, the worst it's been since the Age of Depression in January and February 2024. Half of Bobcraft has been blown up and left for no one but the Steel Empire to repair. Because the Steel Empire's focus is entirely on repairing Bobcraft, the great new age that had been promised months ago has drifted into distant imagination. Bobcraft has been put back in greatness, and there has been no attempt to fix it but the Steel Empire's ongoing reparations. We now take you to the Baron to hear his statement about the matter. People of Bobcraft, it depresses me to say your realm has failed. Months ago you were promised a shining golden new future. Now you are promised nothing by no one. Only the Steel Empire has shown any sort of interest in making Bobcraft as great as it was before. The Mayor has made no attempt at an organisation, and the court has said nothing since the battle that ruined Bobcraft, as if they haven't even heard all that's happened. The problem with the court is ever since their formation in 2024, they've done nothing but punish people. Their job is not to enforce the Bobcraft rules, but simply to catch and punish anyone who breaks them. Give our courts any situation where there isn't a breaking of law involved, and they will just turn you away. That's right. Our court is completely willing to just let Bobcraft die, as long as no rules are broken. Seeing as the administrator, the head of the court, has the power to overwrite the mayor's rules and decide how the basic foundation of Bobcraft works, that is rather bad news. It is clear that the system needs to change because our current system is leading Bobcraft to its death. Bobcraft needs a court more willing to engage in its current state and take constant action over a court that just punishes lawbreakers and has no interest in the state of affairs of Bobcraft. If the Steel Empire were, let's say, in charge of a Bobcraft court, we wouldn't just sit back and wait for someone to break the law. We would be creating and enforcing them ourselves. A Steel Empire operated court would never let Bobcraft fall into a state as bad as our current one. If there was a lack of players, the obvious thing to do would be to recruit more. If half the builds in Bobcraft have been destroyed, we wouldn't let one country sort everything out for it. We would bring the community together to rebuild and triumph. With a court controlled by the Steel Empire, Bobcraft could make true progress, and not constantly fall between dead phase and active phase. Of course, being just a country, the Steel Empire does not have the power to start an entirely new court system for Bobcraft. First of all, the Mayor must know the problems and make a decision. If the Mayor agrees with the Steel Empire, then the court needs to decide to change for themselves. If the admin does not respond to all of Bobcraft's desperate pleas, then it is truly clear that all hope is lost with this court still in power, and with the Mayor's permission, the Steel Empire will take it upon ourselves to do what is best for Bobcraft if we have to. As soon as possible, we will contact the Mayor and propose these changes to him. Let us hope to Bob that Matthew, my Mayor, makes the right decision for us all. Until then, that's all from us. Have a good rest of your day, and choose the right side.
Greetings! Welcome back to another episode of Bobcraft where, if you couldn't understand what that trailer was saying, basically... Greetings, Editor Braden here, just coming to warn you that I don't know how often this is going to occur because I've only just started editing the video. Tally-ho! Very inefficient, I'm afraid. Yes, it's been 3 months now since the Battle of the Countries, and the Steel Empire, the great country we are, have been trying desperately the whole time to repair, and as you can see, it's just not working. The Wash Nation castle over there, yep, still destroyed. Yes, and the shopping districts over yonder, it's all neglected. I mean, look at the Harry Nation. Look how pathetic it is. What we've done is we've announced how bad Bobcraft is doing, and we're hoping to get attention for it. I have just brought the subject up on WhatsApp with Matthew, my Mayor, and asked him for permission to make a new court, explains it will be more efficient, and yes, we're currently waiting for Mafu, my mayor, to reply, and if he does, then Bobcraft has officially got a new court system. It's quite simple, really. Let me go over to the court and show you. So here I am at spawn. This box with a hole in it, which Harry made, this is Mafu, my mayor's box. This is where he rules from. Yes, not very impressive. And yeah, we don't have enough time to build a town hall because we're focused on repairing Bobcraft. But yes, over here is the courthouse. Quite small compared to Bobcraft Daily right next to it, I know. But yes, basically, it's got some nice diamond blocks in the front of it. If I go inside it, this is the inside of the courthouse. Well, which you probably know about already. But the point I brought up in my Bobcraft's daily report is that the court basically is not efficient enough because you see, all they do is punish people, which usually isn't a problem. But yes, just for reference, they don't sort anything out. All they do is punish people. Let me show you all of the clips I've ever recorded inside of this courthouse right now when they've been having a court session. So yes, the court is quite strict, and well, as I said before, all they do is punish people, as you've now hopefully seen. Of course, usually it doesn't mean anything, but as you can see right now, or as you can tell, Bobcraft is in the age of rejection. And as I mentioned in the news report earlier, it only has 1 to 2 active players because me and Harry are basically the only people who still play Bobcraft regularly. Our Bob would, but you see, his account's all faulty and he needs a new one that has PlayStation Online and stuff. And as for Mafu, my mayor, we've just found out that apparently he had to delete Minecraft on his phone to update this other game. So yes, Mafu, my mayor, can't even join Bobcraft anymore unless he's on his Xbox. But you see, the predicament is, Mafu's Xbox doesn't have online on it. So yes, basically our mayor can't even play Bobcraft anymore. Our Bob can't play Bobcraft. So me and Harry are the only 2 players left. But luckily for us, the mayor can still give commands via WhatsApp while we look after Bobcraft. So yes, basically, the Steel Empire are the only people who can play Bobcraft. But we're not being given enough support to be able to do it. Like, the courts right now, the number one thing they should be doing is recruiting new players for Bobcraft. But you see, they're not. And I've tried to get in contact with them, but you see, they just haven't been replying. Like, the courthouse has been completely empty. I have no idea where they've gone. So yeah, what we really need, if the courts aren't going to do anything, the Steel Empire, I'm afraid, are going to have to take it into their own hands and start a new court. But obviously, first of all, we're asking the mayor for permission. But yes, once we have a new courthouse, we'll be able to do lots with Bobcraft and hopefully progress it a lot faster than we're able to progress it right now. It is now the next day, and yes, I've written up a newspaper which probably best describes the condition we have on Bobcraft right now. Bobcraft Daily, 22nd of May 2026. Yes, I wrote it last night, but today is the 22nd of May, so yeah, that's nice. The new Lego Batman game comes out today, but we're not focusing on that right now. Let me just put my dramatic music on as I read it. So, after 3 months of this miserable age, it has become certain that Bobcraft needs to change. In all this time, Bobcraft courts have not even acknowledged the Battle of the Countries even took place. The Steel Empire are rightfully concerned that the lack of court intervention is leading Bobcraft to its doom. Ever since their formation in 2024, Bobcraft's courts have done nothing but punish rule breakers. If a situation ever occurs that doesn't involve any rule breaking, then the courts consider it not to be their business. Right now, with the lowest amount of players it's had since February 2024, Bobcraft is in more desperate need of help than it's ever been in before. and the courts have done nothing. Several attempts of contact have been made with the court, and nothing has been heard from them. When questioned about the matter, the Baron said, "It is deeply concerning." Oh dear. Right, ignore that. That we have heard nothing from the court. They hold all the administrative power on Bobcraft, and yet they are not responding to our pleas for more players to boost Bobcraft's activity. In my opinion, they have now failed us. Bobcraft's government and leadership have all but deserted us, and only we are left. If the Steel Empire just had the power the courts have, we could make Bobcraft so much better. We'd give it its identity back, and invite new players for more quick progress. I reckon that if we are never granted this power, Bobcraft will certainly close down very soon. I have already reasoned my points to Mayor Mafu, my mayor, and he has not responded, so I have just one message. Please, for the sake of all Bobcraft, let us create a new court. If not, Bobcraft will die! Oh dear. Wait. All of Bobcraft lies in the balance. The Baron has asked Mayor Mafu, my mayor, for permission to create a new court. If he agrees, Bobcraft can thrive again. If he doesn't, Bobcraft will die. We are all waiting for an answer. Next paper comes out? Perhaps never. So yeah, it's very tragic. Let me just end the dramatic music and put the paper back in. There we go. Ah, help. Wandering traders kill on sight. However, while I was just finishing up the paper, I got a message from none other than Mayor Mafu, my mayor, and he said, at 23:57, so 3 minutes to midnight, on the 21st of May, I almost forgot the month there, 2026, 5 words. You have the mayor's permission. And basically, that means the Steel Empire have permission from Mayor Mafu, my mayor, to get rid of this old court system we have right here and create a new Bobcraft court operated by the Steel Empire. And that, it indeed allows us to do quite a lot, let's say. And let's just say Bobcraft is going to be very different from now on. But that is all in the future. First of all, I need to demolish this court, and yeah, everyone else is at school right now, but I'm sure Harry will be on later at some point. Tally-ho to the old courthouse, I suppose. I tell you what, this bamboo was put here in memory of a panda back in 2024, but oh well, every memory has its time. Ooh, wow, very satisfying. Now that we don't have a courthouse, I suppose we just put some banners here to let them know who's in charge. Right, I suppose now I go around Bobcraft putting banners everywhere. Just checking, is my microphone faulty? I'm holding on to it, so I hope it's not. Anyway, it's now been 2 days since the Steel Empire's grand takeover. I mean, oh dear, since Matthew, my mayor, gave the Steel Empire permission to make a new court, which we haven't done yet, by the way, because we've been preparing for a parade, as you can see. So, oh my gosh, isn't that weird? The Nether portal's gone crazy. It's like access to the Nether is like banned or something. Right. Anyway. We've got steel banners in quite a lot of places, as you can see. You may be wondering what this is. Well, it's a bamboo farm, quite simple. Well, farming bamboo. You may be wondering what I'm farming bamboo for. And that's for these signs. So yeah, we've just casually put one or two Steel Empire banners around spawn. Basically, what we're planning on doing is holding a parade here, but first of all, we need Owlbob to get an account sorted out, so I'm not sure if Owlbob's going to be coming or not, but I did go through the effort of building these big stands for him to sit in, so other people can sit here if they want to. I'm not sure who else is going to show up, though. And, oh dear, particles. Right here at the top in the throne, this is where Bobcraft's new emperor is going to sit. Owlbob Baron von George Uglyface, because that's his name. I've even gone through the effort of designing a lovely little emergency room for him to keep storage in and stuff, with an ender chest and a lovely banner of his own country. Yeah, since he's the Emperor of the Steel Empire, and the Steel Empire have now taken over Bobcraft, gotten a new court for Bobcraft, I suppose, with the new system and all that, I don't know, technically makes Owlbob the Emperor of Bobcraft, I suppose you could say. We've just got a few casual signs around here saying, well, general facts about the Steel Empire, victory for the Steel Empire, Bob bless the Empire, Steel Supreme, new rulers of Bobcraft, embrace stability, Owlbob for Emperor, goodbye to old Bobcraft, salutes to the Emperor, you have the mayor's permission. Matthew quote there. So yeah, nothing too extreme, just a few general facts, really. You may also notice I've replaced the demolished courthouse with a fountain. Why have I replaced it with a fountain? Because it looks really cool. Look at it. It's a proper cracking fountain. Those stands over there are only temporary, by the way. They're only being used for the parade. But yes, Spawn, soon enough, is going to look very different. We've got Steel Empire banners on the museum and even the 2-year anniversary building as well, as you can see. But you know which building doesn't have Steel Empire banners on it yet? Harry's Grand Mansion over there, so let me go put 2 banners on it. There we go. Harry will love it. Bourne is where we're hopefully going to be hosting our grand parade, which is not certified to happen, but hopefully we'll get Owlbob's account predicament sorted out quite soon. Right here we have Veteran City, and basically it's going to be a city for veterans. Oh dear. I'll explain more about it in the next video, I suppose, but yes, there's not too many Steel Empire banners around here because, well, to be honest, I can't be bothered to get enough Steel Empire banners to put all around here. As you can see, we've got some signs. Welcome to Veteran City, Rulers, Steel Empire, because we rule the place. But yes, basically, it's not the shopping district anymore because we've been keeping a secret to make Bobcraft look really good. But the shopping district hasn't been used for months, and you know why? Because people don't need to get stuff at shops anymore. Why is it that people don't need to buy anything at shops anymore? Well, let me show you. This has been going on for months. We're going into the prison over here with its 2 lovely Steel Empire banners on the front of it. There might just be about a thing I might have never showed you before. And it's underground, so let me just break these 3 blocks here. Welcome to a rather uninteresting looking underground room. You might be wondering what this fascinating looking contraption is. Well, basically, let me demonstrate. First of all, I just need something good. Right, here we go. And I just put it inside these random hoppers and activate this lever. Well, as you can see, the hoppers start moving. And if I just keep clicking on it... Aha! So if I now turn this off, as you can see, there are now multiple bundles with pickaxes in them, all inside this machine. We went from having 1 to 3. And that's because of a Minecraft bug that has been in the game for several months now. You call it a duping machine because, as you can see, well, it's quite simple really. It duplicates the items. The only reason we have these on Bobcraft, Dishwasher started it. Basically, back in August, during a big dead phase, Dishwasher discovered duping on Bobcraft, and this was before it was banned, so I was like, oh, cool. But then he started using it to dupe all his diamonds, and, yeah, got really rich, basically. So I realised the Steel Empire also desperately needed a duping machine to stop Dishwasher doing something crazy like taking over Bobcraft. So that clip I showed you at the end of the last World Tour video, that was when the Steel Empire got their first duping machine working. That one was bugged out quite soon after. But yes, basically, we use these duping machines to dupe lots of diamonds, which we still have, by the way, but they're hidden away in a bedrock box because after Dishwasher got bedrock, we also managed to successfully steal and dupe some of Dishwasher's bedrock as well, which is how we were able to build all those bedrock bunkers and place bedrock over Dishwasher's TNT cannons. The Steel Empire had their own secret area, and that was underneath the shopping district. But after the declaration of war with Dishwasher, we decided to evacuate it because it was too dangerous. So we built a new secret area in a bedrock box over 1,000 blocks out where we had our new duping machine and loads of storage, loads of duped items. But then during the Battle of the Countries, Dishwasher found it, and yeah, he destroyed everything and broke the duping machine, which set the Steel Empire back quite a way. We had loads of specialised armour and loads of diamonds and everything. But yes, that's what the Obsidian Box was all about in the Battle of the Countries movie. It was really a bedrock box, but I didn't want to reveal that the Steel Empire had bedrock. So, after the Battle of the Countries and when the Age of Rejection started, the Steel Empire needed a new secret area. So they went down to this place underneath the prison and built a new duping machine, and this was all Harry's idea. And yeah, since then, we've kind of been down here duping stuff, as you can see, although we haven't been doing it constantly. We've duped all the resources we needed, but you see, oh, yes, these are our netherite blocks, by the way. Quite a lot of them. And as for the TNT, well, yes, quite a lot of that too. That's how we got so much TNT to blow up everything, well, like the Washer Nation during the Battle of the Countries. Now that the Steel Empire have quite a bit of power over Bobcraft, we don't really have to hide the fact that we use duping machines anymore, because before they were banned, obviously, but we have the power to decide the rules now because we are the new court. So, yes, duping is now allowed on Bobcraft once again, and this time it is going to be used a lot. You could even say on an industrial scale. This is how we're going to make Bobcraft super rich. And great, of course. Oh dear, that cow sounds a bit weird. Right.
Deep stone bricks you stay.
Shush! Right, so, we've got Harry here, if you can't tell. If you look up in the sky, you will see a big cobblestone line. You may be wondering what that big cobblestone line is. That's very soon, or one day, in a few months or something, that is going to be the Great Bobcraft Wall. We're going to have a wall going... Oh, help. We're going to have a wall going around Bobcraft because the Steel Empire have taken it over and all that jazz. Oh dear. Tally-ho. It's now day 8,962, and several weeks later, and Harry was saying earlier that my voice has dropped since 3 weeks ago, apparently. So you may be wondering what's happened. Basically, I went on holiday to the Northlands for a few days, where everyone talks all, northern. Then I basically couldn't be bothered to organise this parade on Bobcraft. I did speak to Al Bob, but yeah, it's quite hard getting his account sorted out, and the predicament now is he's gone on holiday, And Harry is also going on holiday. They're both now going up to the north, and it's a week before they both get back. I'll have to wait another week, basically. Until, well, I can host the parade and upload the video. And I don't want to wait a week to upload the video, so I suppose I'm going to end the video here without a parade. I know, it's raining tragedy, I tell you. You know what, I'll just march along to dramatic drill music while I do my outro. That's good enough, isn't it? Well, there we go. The Steel Empire have successfully taken over Bobcraft. Today, it is the 9th of June, which means, yes, we've had control of Bobcraft for a good few weeks now, and Matthew, my mayor, has said nothing about it, and, well, he can't really do anything about it anymore either. So, victory, I suppose, and lots is going to happen on Bobcraft in the future. Now, I will put on that sort of, like, really dramatic scene with nostalgic music playing over it to make you realise how much things are going to change and how much already has changed. Oh, look, I've reached the end. Tally-ho.